This is it. Here is the tier list that I found here. This is gonna be freaking huge. First things first that I think needs to be done is I'm getting rid of F tier because I don't think there's a single truly bad Strawberry Jam map in existence. Every single map here, even the ones that I ended up like really not liking, has at least something going for it that I think gives it some value. F tier is really for stuff that I think is just bottom of the barrels things that I don't really think have any much going for them at all. Strawberry Jam does not apply here, but Spring Collab might. I don't know. I've yet to finish Spring Collab, so I'll maybe do a follow up stream on that. Um, so yeah, I'm also going to I think I'm gonna add one more tier. Add a row above. No, not that. Shit. Delete this. Add a row above. Yes, here we go. I'm gonna make this tier. No, I'm gonna make this tier purple. Wait, what? What are you doing? Why did I do that? Masterpiece. What I'm gonna do with Masterpiece, I think, is either do like, wait, what? Let me fuck off. I'll do Divine, maybe. I don't know. There we go. That's better. All right, so I'm just gonna go with like the first one to the last one, I think. And just talk about it. And also, I want to do I want to put some music in the background too. Just random stuff. I think it'll be a pretty good idea. Probably should have loaded this up beforehand, but OST. I'll do Strawberry Jam OST. Full album. I'm gonna do Celeste Strawberry Jam. Like individual tracks, I think. Here we go. Okay, here we go. So good. This starting song is also very, very good. And from here on out, I'm going to full playlist. Do a shuffle after this song, I think. Actually, can I do a shuffle? No, I can't. What the fuck? Why can't I do shuffle? I want to do a shuffle. Fuck off. Come on. Something's gone wrong. I want to do like maybe I'll just do a random chill video game music playlist. Yeah, I'll just do that. I'll do this. Why not? Sure, let's do it. Why not? All right. I think that should set the mood. All right. So, okay, we're actually doing this now. I'm actually really excited. Holy shit. Okay. Now, get down just a little bit. Actually, I'm a little bit tall, but yeah. Without any more yapping, let's get on started. Starting off with Forest Path. Forest Path is very, very pretty. I like it quite a lot. It has very great music. It introduces the Dream Crystal in a really pretty cool way. Doesn't really do anything like really I want to say innovating or like amazing or anything like that. But I had a really nice time. I think that this is like a very good I'll also end up moving stuff later on too, but I think I'll go for a high B. Let's go with that. Azure Caverns, it's alright. It has some very interesting I I guess I want to say like color choice for the water. I think the evil water. I think I'm not sure. I didn't really like the look of that. It had the farewell signal blocks involved, and it was like a very weird environment. I think I'm not sure I really felt about that. It's definitely like one of the easiest maps for sure, so it didn't really leave an impact on me in any way. So I'll go with C tier. I think it doesn't do anything wrong. It's just kind of whatever. Loopy Lagoon though. Now this is good stuff right here. This was my very first Strawberry Gem map, and a lot of people's as well, I think, because it's like super close. I really like the environment. It's like a big cereal themed really cereal themed area. It's like a big landscape of cereal stuff with a lot of little fruit loops going on, stuff like that. The toxic milk going on. It's a very, very creative environment. And plus, I had a nice time with the bounce mechanics. So yeah, very definitely a solid A tier in my opinion. This was good stuff, good stuff. Collapsing Skyline. And first Happy New Year. Thank you. It's I know it's a New Year's for like most people right now, but New Year's is gonna happen like a couple hours from now, so I don't think I'm gonna go past midnight my time, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, Collapsing Skyline. It's some neat lore, I think. I like some of the random notebooks that got picked that you could pick up along the way. It had one of those seeded berries, which I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of in terms of your first time playing them, because even if you miss one, you're not really rewarded for getting like 5 out of 6 seeds or 7 out of 8 seeds in the Strawberry Jam. In the berries, if what you're doing. I guess they're kind of just there. I'm not sure if I'm that big of a problem. Because if your Solar Purgatory is level 1. What do you mean Solar Purgatory? You mean Lippy Lagoon? I'm not sure what you mean. I like also that the colors get a lot more red, bloody looking, to sort of give off like the story of like a dilapidated environment. I think it's neat. It's definitely neat. I definitely not as good as Forest Path. You know, I think I'll move Forest Path like a low A, but Climb's kind of like in B tier. I'll go with that. Seeing is believing. This was a very fun concept. While it doesn't do anything spectacular in terms of its core, it's like as in visuals, obviously because most are supposed to be blind. I like the guiding that battling gives you if you're playing single player only. The instructions are pretty. Instructions actually gives you a pretty clear, concise. It's just a fun time. It's a pretty fun time. I'll do individual rankings of like levels and in tiers as well, but do I think it's better than Loopy Lagoon? I don't think so. I'll go with this. Sharing is caring, yeah, indeed. If you're playing with a friend, for sure, it's definitely interesting for sure. I played it like once with a friend. It was pretty nice. If my driveway almost did you in, or if what I did, Imdadyi. Yeah, that's my pronunciation. It's like a prologue themed level. It's pretty neat. I like how the random directions that the ice blocks sort of throw your way and stuff like that. It was like, I think this is like the second map that me and my friends played years ago. I'll go with B tier again. Yeah, I'll go with that. The theming isn't like nearly as strong as something like Collapsing Skyline or anything like that, but it's decent. Go with that. Cassette Cliffs. This map's very, very, very pretty. I love the beat block music and how it sort of starts up and gets faster and slower depending on what room you're in. I love the like the tropical environment with the parrot. It's all animated and stuff like that. It's very, very cool in terms of visual aspects, I think. Let's see here. Let's put the top for now. I like this one quite a bit. I'm also ranking music as well because I think music is an important factor for me as well in terms of whether I remember a map or not. Because if I'm going to be listening to music while playing the map, it's gonna make me it's really gonna impact my experience. If it's bad music, chances are I'm not gonna like it nearly as much. Yeah. All right. We're gonna be blind deaf. Try to play Celeste. It's an interesting concept, yeah. Oversee, this is the first one that I've really had some divisive issues over. Um, because the thing is with this one, the idea is that it's a mostly dashless map. You do a lot of climbing and stamina conservation. But the problem with this is that it feels like I can't do most of the rooms without doing neutrals, which is something that you're not taught until you reach the advanced lobby. So it just feels like it's way harder than it should be for something that is in beginner lobby. And I don't know why this is a yellow map. This definitely should be red, in my opinion, at the very least, because the stamina conservation without any sort of neutral assistance is very much not a good sign. Other than that, it has some nice relaxing music, and I like the sort of like mysterious ambience that's going on. It being like an abandoned city. It has some stuff going for it for sure. But I think I think it's either like just a top of C. It would be in B tier if it wasn't for its gameplay issues, but I think C tier is appropriate. It's painful, yeah. It's got stuff going for it for sure. It's more memorable, at least in Azure Caverns, but its issues definitely weigh it down quite a bit. Not to D tier level, not yet, depending on how I rank other levels that I think are also C tier, but we'll see how it goes from there. Troposphere, I like this one. It was a fun time. I like the various dream blocks that's going on. I like the sort of somewhat outer spacey, trippy atmosphere. I think it was a pretty neat time, and it taught you some decent dream block navigation. It was a good time. I liked it. Top of B tier. I think that's appropriate. Touch for anything. The VVVVV map. I've never played this game, but I really liked the aesthetics. Also, I'm not used to talking this long, so I may end up not talking quite as much, but it's gonna be interesting for sure. Let me see here. Where do I rank the? I love the navigation. You go through the environments, and with the reverse gravity every now and then, it's very satisfying, very fun. Here, A tier. It's going to be a lot of A tier maps, I think, because most of my Strawberry Jam experience has been very positive overall. So yeah. Midnight Spire, this is going to be my first hot take. I don't like Midnight Spire. I really don't. The music just does not make me feel very good. The colors that it's used, it's kind of just washed out. Kind of... It's kind of moist, and I don't like, and it's kind of a bad way. And plus the gameplay is just not, it's just pretty awkward all around. I guess you climb up the tower the whole way, which I guess is it's a pretty interesting thing how you see the background go up too, I guess, but I didn't like this one all that much. I'm gonna put it in D tier as a baseline D tier for now. It's definitely not the worst map in this entire thing, but it's also like not a very fun time. Paint, here we go, Paint. This is like the very good map. Visuals phenomenal. I loved the cut, like sort of like the hand drawn looking things. I love the sprites that are there as well. I love the messaging behind the artist block going on as well. I love the different little references to like Studio Ghibli. I think that's sort of like the inspiration of Studio Ghibli. I think it's very fun the way you start and stop in the house and having that be the same thing in the lobby area is so cool. So yeah, S tier. Definitely S tier for sure. Rose Garden. This is the Gusty Garden map from Mario Galaxy. I never played Mario Galaxy, but I really like this cover. I think the rose jellies that's going on is very fun. I love the roses in the fields. I love it in the air decoration with the thorns going on. Very cool. I love this map personally. Is it higher than Cassette Cliffs? I don't really know. I think it goes right here. Tree Hive. Another very satisfying one. This one had the bouncy dream blocks, and I love this. Is also the first bee map as well. While there's no bees in of itself, I like the honey that's in the backgrounds as well. I like the fact that it's like the environment is like strewn within trees. I very much enjoy this one. This is very good. I think probably low S. I think it's appropriate. The Squeeze, it's a decent one. I like this one quite a bit. It teaches you a little bit of like pixel perfect stuff going on, even though it's technically not, I don't think. I I enjoy myself. I enjoy learning the process of just like going through the rooms, figuring out like what orders to go in and stuff like that. I'll put you probably above Troposphere. I like this one. It's not bad. I liked it. I like it quite a bit. Soap, S tier. I love Soap. I love the music. I love the shiny sort of bathroom themed environment. I like it's also like a very fun routing map. It's just very good. I'm also considering gameplay as the most important aspect. Paint's gameplay was a little bit hard to get used to, I think, especially doing a Deathless. Doing a Silverberry on Paint was definitely very hard. I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit too, I think. Okay, let's go with that. Yeah. Also, is it copyrighted? I'm not sure if it's copyrighted or not. Hopefully it's not. Actually, no, let's do Delta Room music because that's not what I'm familiar with. That's better. Yay. I love Delta Room. Delta Room, my beloved. Where did I put it? Oh yeah, I put Soap above Paint just because the gameplay I think is better and more satisfying and more cohesive. Paint's visuals are definitely better. So, I'll put Soap below. It doesn't do anything as an innovative visually as Paint does. So yeah, I think that's appropriate for now. Highest video with this tier list. I'm not sure. I might do one eventually, but I'll definitely do something with the VOD though at the very minimum. Switch Tube Vista. I really love the Mega Man environment. It's very cool. I love the 8-bit music as well. I really like the tube mazing that's going on here. It's very satisfying. It's very cool. I don't love it as much as like something like Tree Hive or Soap, but I think that's appropriate. I mean, actually, I might do Tree Hive top of A tier, just for me anyway. All right, Gift from the Stars. 1 to 2 puzzle maps in beginner, and I really loved the I think Matty Sexton did a phenomenal job with the soundtrack in this one, and especially with the music that comes in when you acquire the time orbs and the way the song just sort of warps because you're stopping and starting time again. It's very cool. Well, I think I didn't like this one as much as Dropsel personally in terms of the puzzling aspect. I did have to look up solutions for like half the rooms, I think. I'm not even sure how many rooms I looked up the solution for, but it was definitely probably the last one after like a good amount of time. It's kind of hard to rank though. It really is. I think this is probably B tier, but I think it should go top of B tier. I think that's appropriate for this right here. I love most of it going on. The puzzling aspect was a little hard to figure out too. I might move this up higher depending on how I feel and stuff like that. But yeah. Hello Judah, welcome on in. About to be fire. Thank you. Hopefully I don't piss off too many people, but it's my tier list. I do whatever I want. I mean, put Midnight Spire in bottom, which I know people are gonna agree with. Strawberry Orchard. This is like so good. That's definitely like one of the best songs in the Strawberry Gem tier list for sure. I love the banjo, the bluegrass going on as well. It says place on the farm where Madeline steals like a giant jar of gem, which uses it as a steel crystal. It's very good. This is so good. I think that the music alone puts it up in S tier for me personally. I think I'm gonna put this. Where should I rank this? Apotheosis versus GM chess. We'll see. Actually, I'll call it Pantheon for the best maps. I'll call it Pantheon. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, 3 teachers and 1 F. Gotcha. I know. I can. I totally understand that. I'm not gonna. I didn't place in the F tier ones because I think that every single map, while there's definitely ones that I definitely don't like near as much as other ones, like for example Midnight Spire, they got something going for it that makes me not hate them. You know. Despise Dropsel. Oh, you're gonna not like this one because I really like Dropsel. I like Dropsel quite a lot. I love I really loved like the lo-fi sort of like synthy atmosphere that's going on, and the fact that it's like all gray backgrounds. It's sort of like a simulation in a way. I liked it quite a bit. I like the puzzling of this one a lot more personally than the routing of different stars. So I think this is A tier personally. Where do I rank this? Actually, no, I'm gonna move Blue Lagoon up a bit. There we go. And then Dropsel right here. Let's go with that. Enjoying puzzles. I mean, I like the puzzles. I mean, I know there's definitely people for sure that while I don't like, I'm not judging or anything like that, but there's people that they're just saying that Celeste shouldn't have puzzles involved, but I think that is also kind of like a limiting mindset, as it sort of like denies the ability to push what you want to do with some of these maps with you're making. If you gotta have at least some sort of puzzle, I think, because I like the puzzles and for the most part in this stuff, I liked it quite a bit. Definitely probably not for maybe not for like some of the harder ones where the routing just alone makes you feel like you have to spend forever just trying to figure out whether it's like you have to do like a really hard move or whether you're just overthinking it. I don't know. That'll be for later on though. Forsaken City. It was alright. I'm not a fan of the color changes, like just the fact that it's only like a red and blue color overlay when you change between the colors, I think. I don't like that visual aspect all that much. But I like the combination of the it's a decent combination of the core blocks and the ice and the signal blocks, I think. It's alright. I'll put you below. It's like Azure Caverns is not really anything like worthwhile. Alright, Blueberry Bay. The very first hard side, and this is a very, very good start. This was such a good start. I like the fact that you're going on like sort of like a casual stroll almost, going through these maps because none of them take you that long for the most part. It's just a nice jaunt through a beach environment, you know. And I love the in-between aspects with the various parts of the beach going on. And holy shit, the heart screen is absolutely gorgeous. It's like my favorite. It's like my favorite end screen and also heart screen in general about all the hard sides personally. So I think this definitely goes very, very, very high. Definitely better overall than Tree High for sure. So I'll put you probably low S tier. Like the gameplay just by itself isn't doing anything like phenomenally or anything like that. Oh, also one small detail as well. It's like right before the drops of flag, I love the posters they add up as well of the different prior flags you've done. It's a very, very nice touch to the environments and stuff like that. It's very, very good. I might actually put it higher. I think you go just below Soap. Because the amount of joy that I felt with Soap and with Soap alone puts it above Blueberry Bay in my opinion. EHS top of S Apotheosis Mega Mid S. Cool, nice. SJS's Peak. Yeah, that's why I have so many A tiers so far and not a single F tier. Alright, some Gunner Stars. I'm not a fan of this one personally. I mean, I guess the slow gravity gives you time to sort of get used to the wave dashes and the jelly timings, but just trying to do this deathless as well, it's not a very fun time. It's kind of awkward. It messes up with your prior assumptions of what you're supposed to do in general. The figuring out just also wasn't for me as well. I guess I like the music as well. It's sort of like sleepy in a way. It's sort of like it puts you in a sense of like a little bit of a lull, I think, which is a strength and a weakness because if you're doing it the very first time, it's neat. But if you're doing a deathless run, oh my god, it is the most boring thing in the whole world. So either bottom of C tier or high D, personally. It's like, I have a hard time putting it above or below Forsaken City. Also, is it music? Can you hear the music right now? Not really. I'm gonna turn up the music a little bit. There we go. That's better. Recording director lobby. You couldn't find a reason to put any maps low except Nico because of that berry. Is it because of the jelly climb berry? Yeah, I get that. Also, I'm not gonna really include strawberries in my ranking here, as I didn't get all the as I didn't get all of them, and they're all optional, so I don't think that they at least for now, I'm not gonna put them like I'm not gonna deduct a lot of points from any map because of berries alone. Maybe I would, depending on if it's like if their berries like really bad, but I didn't get all the berries, so. But I will probably raise some maps up though, because of really good berries though. Oh, but yeah, that won't be for later. I'm gonna ahead of myself. Yeah, I think 700 stars is appropriate there for now. Frosted Fragments. This is a very cool. This is a very fun concept. The fact that you get to like bash these blocks around and the goo, the fact they stick on the ceilings and walls makes it's a very pretty fun routing map, I think. Doesn't do anything like all that amazing other than that, I think. So I'm gonna put you below Gift from the Stars. Actually, I might put the Squeeze. Actually, I might put this one above here because of the environment alone. Let's go with that. Fifth Dimension. I really like the line work in like some of the tech themed areas, I think. There's also a map that teaches you a lot about the wall bounce and stuff like that. This is a wall bounce map. It's a pretty fun time. I liked it. I like the music as well. It's very driving, I think, as well. I'm gonna put you right here above Frost Fragments. I think it's a very appropriate place for now. Logi Botany. I like the slowing down of this map a lot more than 700 Stars because the gravity is actually part of a real world environment. And the fact that inside the buildings, the gravity is normal, and you gotta turn off all the generators in order to deactivate the gravity generators because you're in space. So it gets points for that. And also I like the floral stuff going on as well, like the flowers going on. I think it doesn't like do anything amazing beyond that. All of these are beats here, in my personal opinion. Sea of Soup. This is the fast bubble map right here, and I like the environment quite a bit. I'm gonna say it a lot for all these maps right now. I'm not sure how much soup it is in general, but I like the soup stuff going on. I will say it's not as strong of an environment as Loop Lagoon, so I'm gonna put you. Actually, you know, I might just put Gift the Stars in A tier. Just move it up a little bit. I'll put you here. Yeah, I think that's appropriate. Vertigo. A lot of people hate Vertigo, and I can understand why, but I'm not a Vertigo hater. I actually really like Vertigo. I like the chill music, and I like some of the monochrome. I like the monochrome aspect too. It's a kind of a little bit of like a unique vibe. I think I like it quite a bit. It's definitely not an A tier map personally, but why are so many of these HB maps B tier? That's actually so funny. I guess it goes to show like just HB lobby as a whole. There's a lot of like good maps, like decent maps, but not a lot of bangers, in my opinion. So I'll put you right here. E-Girl, I love E-Girl. E-Girl's so good. I love E-Girl. Pac-Man map. I loved the gameplay of this. The fact that you have to keeps you on your toes the whole way through. It's very fun. I liked it quite a lot. Doing a silver braid though is definitely very hard. Don't get me wrong. The last room alone takes so much planning and lining up stuff. But yeah, S tier for sure. This is so good. I'll put you do I put it above paint? I don't know if I put it above paint or not. I'll put you here. I'll put you right here. I think that's fine. Yeah, E-Girl is so good. Yeah. E-Girl's not good enough for you all. You got you. Yeah, that's kind of what everyone should think. Even if there's maps on here that you don't like that I like and then the way around, don't feel judged for that at all. We all have different experiences and stuff like that. So that's what it should be. These things don't hurt anyone. like, my opinion on Narrow Hollow is not going to hurt anyone in the long run. So yeah. Anyway, Honey Zip. This is definitely, in my opinion, the best B map in the collab. And this map is the only map that does like the zip line stuff. And the fact that you have to figure out it's so cool. Plus the music too. It's very happy and very uplifting. I think personally, this goes I'll put it above Soap right here. Eventually something will go above Paint for sure, though. I'm just gotta figure out what. Infiltration. While very cool in concept, it's definitely it's kind of a hard map for sure. At least someone for, I was gonna say for intermediate, but at the same time, definitely need to use like intermediate gameplay, like tech involved. Doing a deathless run, oh my god, it's hard, but, I'll put infiltration in, is it better than the forest path? I don't know. Do I like you less than Gift from the Stars and Forest Path? This is very cool in concept and theory. You know, I'm gonna stick with this. I don't think it's A tier. I don't think it compares with anything in A tier, but it's also definitely a good bit better than most stuff in B tier, in my opinion. So I'm gonna put Forest Path, move you down to actually down here, because I like vertical more personally than Forest Path. Yeah, I think this is better. This is better. Supernautica, the underwater super dash map. I liked it quite a bit. Fun stuff going on here. It's very cool. I think I'm gonna put you. Also the music as well is very cool. Bissy Mix is very good at making. Wait, is it Bissy? Is that the artist name? Bissy's one of the decorators, but not the music artist. Is it Tofu does the music for this one? Jellyvader, yeah. It's cool. It's pretty cool. I'll go put you right here. This is a very perfect spot right here. The tower. It's all right. It's kind of just whatever. I think. The ice block climbing is. I didn't really enjoy the figuring out of stuff like that. Just playing it as a whole, it was just sort of there. I think you go right here. I think that's appropriate right here. Construct a Conundrum. One of the most creative songs for sure. The fact that it uses some of like the jackhammers as the intro is iconic as fuck. Honestly, the jackhammer intro of the song is iconic as fuck for sure. I like the fact that each dash crystal you collect or jump crystal you collect changes the gameplay style for the rest of your playthrough until like another crystal. It makes the puzzling very, very cool. I like it quite a bit. I think this is low A. I think it's probably low A right here. I think it's appropriate. Square Circle, oh, I love the neon stuff. The neon background's so cool. The music's so good. The guitar. And the gameplay is really, really good too. The fact that the bubbles get pushed along like Kevin blocks is so unique. It's so fun. I like it quite a bit. I think this goes top. This goes to the top of the tier list so far. We got our first top rank so far. That goes above Paint. Actually, I'll probably put I'll stick with Paint right here. I think decoration alone for Paint gets it like a very solid rep. Also, I'm gonna get some water as well. So give me a sec. Oh yes, I love this song. It's so good. Oh, I love this song. Oh my god. All right. All right. Where are we? What did I do? Oh yeah, Square Circle up in S tier, as it should be. Deep Blue. Unlike Corsica City, where the blue filter just kind of looks ugly, this is a very cool map visually. I think. I like the grungy music as well. This also isn't. This also isn't something that isn't in the original ranking, and not tier ranking. The soundtrack, as is from a different artist entirely, but it kind of is unique that way, I think. Most of the songs in Strawberry Gem are custom made for the mod. There are some that aren't though, like Deep Blue, which is it's a very pretty fun fact. Complex is just a square circle hard side. I don't know if I'd go that far, but the visuals, I guess, could be similar. Deep Blue, I was gonna say the gameplay is fun, but it's alright, I think. I guess it's fun to get good at, but doing a silver is not fun. I like the deco change in the last room. I like the dimmer part of it, and I like some of the I like that visual part of it a little more than the rest of it. I like the underwater parts visually as well. They're cool. And what can I say about the gameplay? It's fun. Don't get me wrong, but it's a little hard to rank. I don't know how to feel. I'll put you here. Let's go with that. Actually, no, Foster Fragments goes above here for sure. Yeah, as the mechanic here is more unique and fun to figure out than anything in Deep Blue personally. Actually, maybe I'll put you above here as well. Yeah, that's appropriate. 1,000 Skies map. I like this one quite a lot. I like the choose your own adventure style where you get to go between like 1 to 4 areas to collect a key and go back and forth, and it's a lot of like wave dashing and super dashing, stuff like that. So it teaches it puts your the movement tech to its natural conclusion, I think, in Intermediate Lobby. And it's very pretty as well. I like the heavenly decoration as well, of stone blocks, stuff like that. It's very cool. Definitely A tier. I think you go here. I think this is a good spot right here. Midnight Monsoon. I forgot about Midnight Monsoon, but it's so cool. This is the first map that involves the exploding crystals, and it's very satisfying to figure out. It's very satisfying and very cool. I like the storm. I like the unique storm aspect. I think it's like I like the sort of like like temperate environment thing. I think it looks like it's you're like along a lake or something like that. I can't really. I'm kind of hard to tell like where you are in the world, but it's a very cool background, I think, as well. Plus music as well, it's built up quite a bit as well, which I really appreciate. Which, you know, I'm a sucker for that sort of thing in like later harder maps for sure. The music build up is so cool. Let me figure out where to rank thee. I think actually I'm gonna put you below that. I think Midnight Monsoon. Here. Yeah. Do I put Drops above Loopy Lagoon? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Nah, I'll put you here. I'll do that. Yeah, that's better. That's better. PTC, the Pufferfish puzzle map. I lost my mind playing this map because I did a full clear, and it was very hard to figure out, but it is very satisfying. I like the puzzling quite a lot in this map. I like it more, the puzzle aspect more than Gift from the Stars personally. But do I like it more than Dropsel? No, definitely not. I'll probably put this one, right here. I think this is a pretty good spot for now. Mid to low A, yeah. Ponies Machines, I love. Yeah, this map is also very cool. Yeah, this puzzling is very cool too. It's a dash sequence map. When I first beat the map, I didn't know that you could turn on the dash sequence in the menu. So I just completely like I just kind of raw dogged it from the arrows on the very top of the screen, just trying to memorize all that because I didn't know anything about that. Let's go. Let's go with Let's go with you. Actually, no. Let's go with this. Yeah, let's go with that. Raspberry Roots. This is probably my least favorite hard side, personally. In terms of its journey that you go on, it's not nearly as satisfying as something that's as like expert or grandmaster, or even advanced. And it's also like not a very pleasant experience to go through like it is for Blueberry Bay. It's just kind of there. I'm not a big fan. And plus, the last time I replayed Raspberry Roots, I just kind of wanted to be over. Like, it just wasn't very fun for me. It really wasn't. So, I guess the music's pretty good too. Plus, I'm also like not a big fan of the visuals in between. Like, I think the HBO lobby, the lobby world, it's also like not a very visually pleasing map. I think I like some aspects of the lobby, like the giant tree in the middle and the mine shaft, I guess. But in the actual hard side, it just doesn't really look all that good, in my opinion. Especially like as the background. But I do like the glitchy visual change into the neon light atmosphere in Flag 9 or Flag 10, I think. But once it glitches back, you can go like the original, and it just doesn't look good. It doesn't look all that good, and the gameplay also isn't the greatest thing in the world too. So I'm gonna have to put it in C tier. This might be kind of a little bit of a hot take, but I'm not. This is probably the worst hard side in my opinion. I don't know. Probably. I think let's go with that. Yeah, you go here. All right, first advanced map. Sands of Time. While I definitely like the music quite a lot, especially the song in the last couple of rooms, like the song change in that is so good by itself. But I also really like I also really love the rotating hourglass in the background. That's a very nice visual touch. But the cores, the time stopping mechanic in this map, as opposed to the other time stopping ones, I just couldn't really figure out. Like, it felt a little bit inconsistent in terms of how it functioned. I'm not sure whether it's just me or not, but it felt different with every room. So it didn't really make it like the way you do some of the rooms is just kind of wing it and see what happens. Which in this aspect, it's just really not for me. So in terms of its good visuals, great second song by itself, but it's not doing enough for me to save it from like not A tier. So let's go with here. Let's go with that. Low B tier. I like a lot of it, but its issues with the gameplay. I liked playing through it the first time, but in terms of actually whether it's well made or not, I can't really say. I really can't. All right, Slime Time. This was very cool. I love the happy music. I love the looping rainbow background as well, like the colorful blocks going on too. And the different color bubbles too. We love different color bubbles up in here. Especially, I like the silver ones too. The ones that make it dash instantly. That's fun, kind of fun to figure out too. I think personally, actually, I'm gonna do this. I'm putting Switch to Vista, top of A tier, and Slime Time, right here. And then Cassette Cliffs goes above here. I think that's more appropriate. Lethal Laser. It's pretty fun. It's pretty cool. The laser dodging is pretty neat. It's alright. It also doesn't really stand out in terms of its like gameplay because it's very short and very easy for advanced. So I like the plus for the song. I also like ranked the songs on my own as well and gave like a 1 out of 10 ranking. As a first time listen, Lethal Laboratory song isn't bad, but it's kind of grating over time if you're spending like a while on this map, which I guess it's really a problem if you're doing this death list because it isn't that hard. But it's also like not the best. So I think personally you go here. Yeah, top of low B tier. Actually, no, I might put over the city. No, I'm sticking with C. I might stick with C for now. Starry Ruins. This is my first advanced map, and it was kind of a little bit of a letdown. It wasn't like all that. It wasn't really all that interesting. Plus, the gameplay was kind of awkward. I guess the fast falling teleport is pretty cool, but when doing this, when watching other people try and figure out, it made me sort of like realize just kind of how jank some of the teleportation functions work in terms of fast falling. I think. Like you try and do a fast fall one way, but you shoot off completely different direction entirely, so it's kind of weird. So I kind of have to put in C tier personally. So I'm gonna go with here. I think it's better than Azure Caverns and all that stuff, but it's also Raspberry Roots does left a little bit better personally. Should Lethal Laser go in C tier? I don't know if I agree with that. I don't want to be too mean. But yeah, I think it's gonna move on from now. Undergrowth, the atmosphere is so thick and it's so, oh, I love the atmosphere. The intensity and stuff like that. Oh, the music is so good. The gameplay is really good too. The fact that the neutral aspect, the neutral jumping and stuff like that, the climbing stuff. It's like you're like navigating through a massive, giant pit of like a giant cave with ruins going on. It's so cool. I love this map. Plus the fact that you climb out of the little small opening at the very end, it's a very good ending. And the fact that it reveals like a nice open sky with along with like a watery vista, it's so good. I think you go just below Paint. I think it's that good. All right, Lost Woods. I really liked this first playthrough of it. I've been like an hour and a half, and the music is very pleasant too. I like the music quite a lot. Visually, it's kind of whatever. It's just the same, like, basic brown, woody-looking blocks, along with a little bit of, changes in terms of, like, the purple, orange, and green spinners, stuff like that. It was decent, but it wasn't anything to write home about, I think. Let's go with, I think B tier is appropriate. Actually, I think Sands of Time is better than Lost Woods, so I'll put Razor above that. Then Deep Blue goes here, along with Supernautica, I think. Forest Pass stays where it is right now, I think. Yeah, I think that's appropriate. Jellyfish Sanctum. This is a very unique map for sure, because it had jellyfish you could actually stand on for once. So the puzzling aspect was very good. Music was very good too. I like the sort of like moist caverns going on too, with the water dripping everywhere and stuff like that. It's a fun time. I liked it. I was gonna say this is being a loud chapter for music in a row. Holy shit. I was worried it wasn't gonna shuffle at all, but I think it'll be fine. What did I do? Oh yeah, Jellyfish Sanctum. I think you go, right here. I think that's fine. Tecton Trenches. I legit forgot everything about this map until I watched a video of it, like, a day ago. It's alright. The story is a little bit confusing, I guess, because I guess you, Madeline tries to go in, like, this secret, underground, active, like, volcano layer sort of thing, like some deep sea reef or something like that, and then over time Battling she sort of struggles, and then she sort of lashes out by becoming the Battling boss fight, stuff like that. It's kind of whatever. So also, I'm not sure if I was a fan of the block design. It just sort of was just like there, I think. There's also a map that teaches you about jellyfish, which is pretty fun, pretty cool too, I guess. So let's go with this low B tier. Golden Dawn, the piss map, as as some people like to call it. I can see why it's called pitch map because of the yellow filter over it, but I think it's like it's not like a bad color. It's not a bad yellow. If it was like any filter that looked like the filter within Corsica City, this definitely would have been like one of the worst maps visually because that would have been awful. But I think the music combined with like the sort of soft sunrisey visuals, I think it's it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. I liked it. Mexico filter, yeah. That's true. Let's go with I think the music alone puts it like above Lost. I think it puts it above Lost Woods. The Sands of Time, I think music is better, but the gameplay isn't as fun or like well put together as Golden Dawn, so I'm gonna put it right there. What was I gonna say? I was gonna mention something else as well about a dialogue choice. Oh yeah, I was gonna say in Sea of Soup, I like how Madeline's like, "Hey yo, look, it's soup." I like that. That was kind of funny. Yeah, Forest Rush. Ooh, it's so good, so good. Skateboard map. I love skateboard maps. Skateboard map's so fucking good. Skateboard map's amazing. I love it. I love it so much. I think personally, with that, I think there's nothing else to be said. It's just a skateboard map. It's just so good. I think you go. Visually, it's nothing. It's visually, it's nothing to write home about. Same with the music. The music and visuals are just kind of there. It's pretty carried by the gameplay, I think. So I'll put you right here. I think that's appropriate. Above or below Soup, I don't know. Chapter 1 is it's so nostalgic. Holy shit, that was 7 years ago. That came out 7 years ago. Holy shit. No. How about you here? Oh, so Attack of the Clone. This was like my first real difficult Strawberry Gem experience in terms of gameplay. I had a very hard time with reverses, so this was about to be a while to beat on my very first try. Like an hour and a half, which in today's standards, it's not long at all. But for me back then, 2 years ago, holy shit, that was a long time. I like the fact that you get to explode the fish and stuff like that, and explode the Seekers nearby the Badland boss fight instead of actually touching her. It's satisfying. It's kind of a different twist on the gameplay, on the boss fight aspect, I think. Definitely had a hard time with it. I definitely had a hard time with it enjoyment-wise back then, but I think that the visuals, and plus the song is like so fucking good. The song is like SSSS plus Pantheon tier. It's so good. So that alone puts it like above a lot of these maps personally. But do I put an S tier? I don't know. I'll put you here, Power of A tier. It doesn't do anything nearly as strong as Strawberry Orchard or anything like that in S tier, so I think the A tier is appropriate. B Berserk, the final B map, which I think is a shame because they definitely should have had like at least one B map in Expert and Grandmaster. That would have been kind of a fun thing to see what happens from there. But B Berserk's pretty fun. I like it has infinite stamina. It has some cycles going on, but it's also like not very hard cycles at the same time either. So I like the fact you just like grab into the honeycombs for forever and just like chill there and figure out stuff. It's cool. I do kind of wish that the boss fight at the end was actually a boss fight and not just a reskinned Badland sprite without a laser attack. There should be like a laser attack at the very least to at least make it feel like you're actually doing a boss fight against the Queen Bee. That's kind of a missed opportunity in my personal opinion. That's kind of why I put it. That's why I don't think it's like as strong as Honey Zip, in my opinion, personally. Hello, Kizarulala. How's it going? Have you replayed the first lobbies recently? I have not, but I did replay the Intermediate Heart side recently, and it was not very fun, but it's decent. I really enjoy myself. I definitely love Beginner Heart side personally in terms of the ending as well. So was I barely remember anything below advanced? Yeah, it's kind of same here. I I mean, I definitely, as you can see, I put a lot of, like, beginner maps a good bit higher than intermediate maps, personally. Because I think most of the intermediate maps are just kind of good, but not great. Aside from some bangers like Eat Girl and Square Circle, for example. And Honey Sip as well. Make a G level kind of like Undergrowth, but classic one and more organized and name it like Underground. That'd be so cool. When I had a weird idea that I'm not sure if it would work out in the end, but I was really inspired by Siva Gunder's Pumber song. His Cabinet Madeline Pumber song. The fact that it sort of like switches between the different remixes of different songs. And what if we used a GD song, using that song, but every single like little song used in that remix was a different Strawberry Jam map? And I think that'd be so fucking cool. Like, and when the song goes gas, 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 what if that was like a giant like Solar Express train flying throughout space? That'd be so cool. I would love that. But yeah, I'm getting sidetracked. Eco and Swear are such bangers. They are! They're so good! I love them. Yeah, I would love to see that in first. That'd be very cool to see. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Beat Berserk. How do I actually rank Beat Berserk? Well, I think it definitely drops the ball in like some aspects of the gameplay. I think it has a missed opportunity. It has great potential to be like way better than it is right now. But as is right now, it's good. I like it quite a bit. I think it's the weakest of the three B maps personally, because there's missed opportunities. But I think that regardless, I think it should go here. I think that's fine. Eat Girl S tier is base lord. Yeah, Eat Girl is so good. I love Eat Girl so much. JavaScript. JavaScript's a very cool, it's a very, very, very cool map and concept. It's one of the coolest concept maps ever. And personally, the fact that you start off like super, super small, but then over time you get bigger by just making the objects around you like smaller and stuff like that. It's a very fun concept. I love that concept. I will say the awkwardness of the gameplay makes it like a little bit tough to get through as a silver. I haven't actually done any of the advanced maps deathless yet, so I can't say from raw experience myself personally, but I imagine it'll be kind of like a little bit of a hassle to get through, kind of like that as a replay anyway. But I think that in concept alone, I think it goes in A tier. I'll put you, I'll put you below PTC. Strongest person with the strongest feelings of Manspire, because that's the most high B tier map I've ever invented. Yeah, I feel that. I feel the same way about Belly the Beast, but that's something for a later time. I'm just not a fan of the visuals and music or the gameplay in Midnight Spire. It's just not for me. Raindrops on Roses. This one. This one. While the umbrella jelly concept was pretty cool, kind of the fact that it's sort of like the fact that you respawn, despawn just on grabbing alone, it's a fun concept, but the fact that it's also tied to your stamina too makes it kind of stink a little bit, personally. While I really love the music and the sort of and the environment that you go through, it's a very satisfying, it's a very cool map visually. Like the fact that it's like a lot of like the woody stuff going on. It's like a very like Lab Day City, but not really. It's like it's a different environment. It's similar to Over City, but it's like a lot more vibrant, I think. I think Raindrops should go here. Actually, Lethal should probably go in. But again, I don't have any problems with Lethal. It's just kind of whatever. But like C tier has like Raindrops Rose has like a much more mixed bag. Like there's stuff that I like more than Lethal, but stuff I don't like as much. So I don't know how to rank like Lethal compared to everyone else. So I don't know. It's kind of I don't know how to feel about. I don't feel bad. We have a lot of bloods to go through though. I think we're probably like halfway though, so I think that we're gonna get done pretty quickly. Lethal Laser. I'm not as big a fan of this particular track, so I'm gonna fast forward. There we go. Slow down reverb hip shop. Lethal Laser. I'm so split on Lethal Laser, honestly. I really am. Like, it's not. I don't have any of the problems I have that with Lethal Laser as I do with any of the other maps from C tier, but it's also like not nearly as interesting. So it's just kind of a very like, it's a conundrum. It really is. You know what? I'm putting Lethal definitely above Over the City, but below Raindrops. So I think that's probably my thing. Toggle Theory. Toggle Theory. It's neat for sure. It's definitely neat. It's definitely a neat map for sure. Are you sure it's advanced? Yeah, it has some reverse ashes. That's it. I will say some of the puzzling aspect was, it's not really puzzling. It's just routing, and the fact that the blocks just kind of go wherever they want. It's just, and whatever they want, it makes kind of figuring out like planning it kind of pointless. Because you sort of have to like just figure things out as you go and just see where the hell the blocks take you. I will say that the black and white environment, the aggressive black and white environment, it's definitely very striking visually. It's decent though. I'll put you here. I think you'll go right here. I think it's comfortable. Superstructure. I had a very hard time with this the very first time playing through it. I had such a hard time with reverse dashes 2 years ago. I could not do them because it's in the fucking slightest. So yeah, let me just drink some water. But other than my horrible experience my very first time, looking back on it, it's pretty good. It's decent music. It's pretty good music too. I like the I love you some decent Theo maps. Pretty cool. It has some like weird ice stuff going on too with some neutrals as well. It's decent. I think personally you go right here. It's alright. Alright, here comes this is gonna be hard. This is gonna be like the hardest thing to rank in the whole fucking world. Tower 16. This by far is the most difficult advanced map in Sharp Break Jump. Probably any advanced map ever, to be honest. Like, it doesn't technically use any expert tech, but this map alone is harder than a couple green experts, in my opinion. Like, it's so hard to figure out. I had such a hard time figuring out, like, what to do in most of the rooms. While part of me does wish I didn't look at videos, it's actually alone should tell you, like, how tough it is. I will say, though, the fact that it's kind of uncanny in the visuals, and the fact that it's also, like, the song as well is also, like, very, like, monotone, it's just a constant drone. It makes you feel like something's very wrong with the world around you. And because it's like a crumbling tower, almost, it's kind of like you're in a place where you shouldn't be. It's like you're, like, messing with some divine force, I think. Kind of like a Tower of Babel sort of thing. I'm not religious, but I know that Tower of Babel is sort of like a thing that where humanity tried to build up like the biggest tower in the world so that they could match God's power or something like that, but they failed because you in theory can't match God's power or whatever. So I guess that's sort of like the idea behind it, the fact that it's so like uncanny, and the fact that you're going up this unnaturally high tower with no reason. It's just sort of like, it gives like a kind of a creepy, unnerving feeling. So I like that fact. And in fact, and it kind of meshes well with the fact that the gameplay is just so, it's just so obtuse in a way. So I guess as a package, it does what it's going for very well. But as someone just trying to play the map in general, it's also very frustrating. So that's kind of why it's so hard to rank. Like, in concept, I see what it's going for. I really do see what it's going for 100%. But as a fun playing experience, it's not up there. So I think it'd go top of C tier. I think that's probably the most appropriate thing. Star Station. This has the best berry in the entire fucking mod. That alone puts in the S tier in my opinion. It's not the very last one, even though that one's very cool too. It's the one that basically makes you like has those two blocks that go up gradually as you dash backwards between those two. It's so good. The most satisfying thing in the whole universe. And yeah, so I think it definitely is an S tier, but what do I rank an S tier? I think bottom of S tier. Like, the one berry alone puts it in S tier alone, but it's also not, I don't like it quite as much as Strawberry Orchard or anything else in S tier, so I think low S is what's the appropriate thing for now. Dusk City, very fun gameplay. Very fun gameplay. The single block combined with the dream blocks, I love those so much. They're very fun. Actually, maybe I should probably put Strawberry Orchard a little higher now that I think about it. Strawberry Orchard should probably go, actually a good bit higher now that I think about it. Holy shit. I've been underrating Strawberry Orchard so much. The music puts it above Honeyset for me personally. Yeah, let's go with that. And then and then Dusk City, they should go above that. Actually, no, I'll stick with this right like that. Yeah, I think that's about right. Synapse, the single block beat map. This was very hard to figure out at first, and I had a very not fun time with this one personally. I like the one bear knit though. That was a pretty fun one bear to figure out. It was definitely pretty tough, but it took like 20 minutes. So, was it really that hard? I don't know. 20 minutes was a very long time for me for a single berry back then. So, compared to my 3 hours of C-Pop Berry Summit, definitely come a long way. I like the story. I kind of like the storyline. It's a very fun. It's a very interesting concept where Madeline's trying to go through like some sort of sleep therapy, and where it's kind of where the map around her is sort of like reconstruction of the maze that she has to go through with the neural mind, and the fact that Theo, it's like a representation of like the doctor talking to her, stuff like that. It's a very fun thought experiment to really think about like what led to this point, like what the actual resolution is going to be. Like I want there to be like I want to see more of the story. I like that aspect, but the gameplay alone to figure out. I'm not gonna lie, I stopped at the Synapse flag. The Synapse flag when I was going through Advanced Hearthstone again. I just stopped that because I just didn't want to deal with the gameplay. So that should tell you how I feel about Synapse as a whole. So I think that the stuff that does really good is pretty solid. So I think that you go right here. The lab! I love the lab. The lab is so cool. I love the lab so much. The song is so grungy. The different environments, the different like worlds it goes through, and each portal. The fact that the fucking environment sort of warps around the black holes. It's so cool. The visuals are so cool, and the gameplay is very satisfying too. The bubble black hole stuff is so cool. So yeah, I think this definitely goes like near the top. It's so satisfying. I think it go like near the top, like just below paint. It's so fun. Belay Valentine's Day. Oh boy, here comes the heart map. I hated this map when I first played it, and while I don't hold a vehement hatred towards it anymore, I just know for a fact I'm not gonna like this when I'm doing a silver. I'm not gonna like it at all. So I think this goes to the bottom so far. This is the worst Strawberry Toy map so far because I did not like the bouncing hard gameplay. I'm just not good at it. It's a skill issue, definitely, but it's also like it makes it very awkward and very much not fun to figure out. Also, my 40 minutes I spent on the Belay Valentine's flag in Advanced Hearthside was probably miserable. It was absolutely miserable. So yeah, D tier for sure. It's also not F because I like the visuals. It's very pretty, and the song is very tender too, but the gameplay weighs it down a whole lot. I think that the gameplay is like a 2 or 3 out of 10 at best, personally, so yeah. I think with portals, this map's just kind of here, It has a kind of a similar sort of like unnerving song as it has to Tower 16, but it doesn't really do that as well as Tower 16 does, in my personal opinion. Like with the Tower 16 music, it feels very intentional in terms of what the movie's trying to convey. But the thing with Portal, they just kind of tacked onto it. Like I don't really know why. Like they could have just made it not unnerving and made me not hate my ears, but it's just kind of there. I mean, the puzzling aspect is kind of fun too, with the box you have to throw around and stuff like that. It's kind of hard to figure out what the visuals are in terms of like what can kill the box, what can't. The indicators are pretty useful though. I will say that. Definitely better the raspberry roots for sure. I think you go below Tower 16. I think that's probably my personal ranking for that. Right side down cavern. I like this map. I like this one quite a lot. I like the reverse gravity aspect and the fact that it's not you don't go through a field like a force field to change gravity. You hit springs instead. It's fun. I like that. It's actually there's fields. Never mind. There's gravity fields. What am I thinking? I like this one. This is very, very cool. I like the cavern visuals going on too. Music is pretty good too. Some of the rooms were a little hard to figure out at first, but I like figuring it out. It was very fun. I liked it quite a bit. I think you go top of B tier. Top of B tier. But yeah, definitely below anything A. So top of B makes sense for me. Alright, zero gravity map. Call the Void. It's pretty neat. I liked it quite a bit. I will say that I had to look up the solution for the very first room, but nothing else. That's still kind of embarrassing. But yeah, I liked it. I will say, like, the transition stuff you have to do to, like, when climbing up a wall into the zero gravity field was a little hard to figure out at first. So, it's neat, though. I liked it. I will say, though, it's kind of funny seeing Madeline just sort of, like, flow in a horizontal direction through space, just without any spinning it either. It's just, like, a constant, like, levitation the whole way through. So it's kind of goofy in that regard. So I think it does a lot of good things. I think you go right here. Yeah, I think it's Suburbia. Mango Mesa. Advanced Hearthside. I think the gameplay overall is definitely better than Raspberry Roots. Not that much better. Actually, it does stuff better. Never mind. It has some frustrating moments for sure. Like, I really didn't like PvD flag, or Synapse flag, or JavaScript flag. JavaScript flag was also not very fun either. But it does pick up in sort of theming later on. The fact that it sort of like transitions into like outer space, I guess it's fun because it transitions to the expert lobby, which takes place in space, I think. Because the expert lobby takes place in space. I like how the last flag sort of like gives off a hint anyway. And it makes it for like a very pretty ending, I think, too. It was a fun time going through it as well. It has some like journey aspects as well. But the Synapse flag just sort of like grinds it to a halt, in my opinion, before resuming as well. So it's got problems, but it's also like definitely not bad either. It's a pretty fun time. But this is also a very hard map to rank too. So what to do? This is also kind of why I'm a little hesitant to make a high video, because I talk way too fast for my own good. But what if I have to add subtitles every now and then? I don't know. Let's see. You go. He'll put Call the Void below you. Yeah, I'll go with that. You go below. Yeah, that's my gut reaction, honestly. All right, now to expert lobby. Yeah, we're getting through. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get it done pretty quickly, I think. All right, here comes peak lobby. So it's gonna be a lot of S tiers, I think. So yeah, this will be S tier central. Flying Battery, though, was not fun. Flying Battery low-key sucked, only because of the last room. The rest of the map was pretty fun. I liked it quite a bit when we were playing it. But the last room, my first time doing it, was horrible. It was so much harder than the rest of the map combined. The timing was just so awkward. Plus, the berry, like, wasn't too much better either, in my personal opinion. I had kind of a hard time with that one. So yeah, definite C tier. I think for what it does well, it does better than most C tier maps in my opinion, but I think personally you should go right here, just above Raspberry Roots. I think that's fair. Core problem. This does core stuff better than core Second City. Way better. Because it actually, I like how it swaps between red blocks and blue blocks. It's a fun time. I liked it. It's a pretty fun time figuring out the solutions to the different rooms, the puzzling aspect. I liked it. It was pretty fun. I liked it quite a bit. I'll put you right here. B tier. I think it's pretty appropriate. Overgrown Lynn! This was a very, very cool map. I like this map quite a lot. The bounce pepper map, as people call it. The fact that it reverses the hypers versus supers and wave dashes is very trippy at first, but I love the song. It's a very like rainforesty vibe. I like it quite a lot in that aspect. Before I put an S tier when I was doing my initial ranking, but I think it probably goes. Actually, I'm putting Kazeko's above because visuals are so good. Slime time. Just gonna replay the same type over and over again. I'm gonna play a different playlist now. Oh, wasn't RTL in there as well. All right. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Overgrown Lynn. I think that the gameplay is better than Switch 2 Vista, but its visuals are not quite as strong as Switch 2 Vista. So let's just go with that. And Attack of the Clone. Do I like Attack of the Clone as a package more than these other maps though? Its strongest aspects are definitely like peak like content though. Like the song is amazing. The visuals are really, really strong too. Its gameplay isn't quite as good as Overgrown Lynn though. I don't know when to ring Attack the Clone. I don't know. I think probably should say above Cassette Cliffs. Overgrown Lynn though. Attack the Clone's too high. Its song alone carries it. To be fair. Like its song is its song carries it for sure. I'll put above Attack the Clone. Okay, the last stream. I mean that's fair. I had a very tough time with my very first playthrough, but I've grown to love it a lot more. Like I haven't replayed it recently, but upon seeing playthroughs of it, I was like, you know what? This actually looks solid. This looks fun again. The song slaps though. The song is so fucking good. It didn't like suck the joy out of it like Flying Battery did though. I mean the whole club. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing the whole tier list right now. I was waiting to do the tier list for the longest time, but I finally beat Patrick Pantheon a couple days ago, so I'm now doing the full ranking. Yeah. So yeah, very, very fun stuff. I'm just gonna stick with this personally. I think I'll stick with that. Hydro Shock. This is decent. I beat this so fast though, so I really don't have much of a full memory of it. But I do know that it involved like some weird square bumpers. It was kind of all right. I didn't really enjoy myself on that much, but it's also like done so quickly that I don't really have much room to dislike it. So I think you personally, actually, I'm gonna put Corsica City above that stuff right here. I'm putting Corsica City probably right here. I'll put you here. I think that makes sense. Subway Neon, pretty solid. I like this one. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. I like the song. I like the I love the curved signal blocks. Very very fun to figure. Very fun concepts. It's very satisfying with the curve, with the figuring out the gameplay and stuff like that. The big boost you get as well. Very very cool. So I think you go right here. I think you go. Actually no. I'll put you right here. Yeah, let's go with right here. Halfway through GM Lobby, loving it so much. Loving it so much. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. GM Lobby, while I think that as a package is not as strong as Extra Lobby, the peaks of Grandmaster are so peak. You have no idea. I also love Nalumbo. That's my favorite. That's my personal favorite Grandmaster map in terms of gameplay. What's your favorite map so far, if I may ask? Also, the Heart side is so fucking worth the grind. It is so worth it. Um, I may put you above that, yeah. Do you love your collab? Probably both, honestly, yeah. I was thinking with GM Lobby specifically, but if you want to tell me your favorite map as in general, yeah, totally, feel free. I have yet to figure out my personal favorite though. Like I have my options for sure, which I put in Pantheon, but that'll be ranked later on. Mina's Contraption. This is my very first X rap. It was so fun. I love the song. I love the pretty purple visuals. I also really loved the I also really enjoyed the throwable fish bowls. While it's definitely tough to figure out at first, once I got into it, once you actually get the basically figure out, it's so satisfying. Um, the song alone puts an S here. It's not as good of a song as Attack of the Clone. Attack of the Clone's gameplay definitely nearly isn't as good as like Means Contraptions, but yeah, I don't know. Actually, maybe low S. Let's go with low S. Let's go with that. Attack the. I'll switch up some stuff. Yeah, go with that. All right, Golden Alleyway. This is also the hardest Green Lantern map in existence. Besides that, though, even though this is definitely harder than a good amount of yellow experts, this map is very pretty and it's very unique in the fact that you control the gate the closing gates by pressing your climb button. It's very fun to figure out the routing. It's very satisfying. I liked it quite a lot. I'm gonna put you also in low S. Let's just go with that. Let's go with that. Actually, I'll go with top of A. No, no. I'm gonna be positive. I'm gonna be positive. Put stuff in low S here. I can always move stuff down later on if I ever need to. Since I'm not invalid, this is pretty decent. It's a ultra tutorial. The ultra dash tutorial. It's pretty fun. I like the teleportation gimmick with the blocks. It's pretty neat. I also like some of the ones that teleport super fast as well, like flick back and forth. That's kind of funny. Also teaches you the spiked wall bounces, which is pretty. It set up spike wall bounce. It's pretty neat. It's all right. I liked it. All right. I think you go here, and then Synapse should go lower for sure. I'll put you above troposphere. Let's go with that. Change direction. This is definitely for some last room itis, where the last room is like the hardest thing in the whole fucking universe. Because for me personally, I struggled a lot with the micro dream hyper jumps. So much to the point where I had to do a cheese. I found the cheese accidentally, by the way, but I had to stick with that because otherwise I just couldn't beat the map at all. I could definitely do it today normally, I think for sure, but back then, over a year ago, that was also not fun to deal with. You've been in World Abyss as first, I think it's favorite so far. Yeah, those are very, very good maps. I love those two maps quite a lot. For the most part. Other than the last room, I think this map's very pretty. I like the clouds. I like the somewhat muted colors in the clouds, and like the soothing music as well. It makes you feel like you're like floating in the sky, but also like not really. It's fun. I liked it quite a bit. I also really like the fact that I like the speed changes with the hover blocks that are going on. I liked it quite a bit. So I think it should go go with here. Yep. Skyline Usurper, my beloved. I love Skyline Usurper so much. The music's so good. I love the orange skyline with the airships in the background. It's very Mario-esque, and the fact that and also the throwable hover box as well that you just sort of like dash up with over time as well. It's so good. I love this so much. I think you go. It has a little bit of gameplay quirks that I wasn't really a big fan of back when I first played it, but I think it definitely is it's so good. I'll put you just above Blueberry Babe. Let's go with that for now. Star Wars Sword Dream were tough, especially if you played before Himagashi. Yeah. Himagashi didn't have any, like, dream micro jumps, though, as far as I remember, though, right? Definitely had a lot of ultras and dream hyper stuff like that as well, which made it tough if you're, like, struggling with that, with expert tech in general, but I beat it like in 20 minutes, so I'm not sure whether I'm just dream hyper carried or not, but yeah. Clockwork! Oh my god, Clockwork. Oh my god, so fucking good. Absolute peak gameplay. It is so good. The visuals, I'm not as big a fan of personally as Square Circle, so I'm not sure whether to put it like above or below Square Circle right now, but the gameplay is the best in all of Sharp Gem. It is phenomenally fun. It's so good to play through. You feel like it's so natural. The flowing you go through as well. You feel like such a badass too. Like, holy shit. I think it goes. Actually, I'm putting lab below paint because I love the lab. I feel a lot stronger about the lab that I do with paint personally. So yeah, I'm going with that. I may put Clockwork above Square Circle again, but let's just go with that for now. Plaza Reactor. This is the super fast ultra map right here. That involves the Dasher's lasers. I had a pretty fun time. I liked it. I definitely liked it. It was fun to figure out. I liked it quite a bit. I think personally you go in A tier. It's not as fun of a concept. It doesn't have the concept like JavaScript does. It's also not as good as Seeing is Believing. Let's put it right here. I think it's appropriate. Floint! Here comes Floint. Oh boy. I gotta tell you this one level idea I got for a while. Lay it on me. I want to hear the idea. Give you all the idea. Floating point. I did full clear on this map, which made my experience so much harder because the berries in this map are way harder than anything else in the. Are definitely some of the hardest berries in Expert Lobby personally. This map is the reverse gravity field, which it's decent. It's fun concepts, I guess. Also, I like the lab background as well. I like all the little lab workers that you get to talk to as well. It's fun in that regard, I think. But the challenges in the berries alone make it a more memorable experience for me. Because if I didn't get the berries, it probably would have just like a whatever map for me. But the berries made it more. I'm not sure if I should say better or I should probably say more significant to me. So I think probably you go. Right here. I think you should go below that stuff. Yeah. My family's been sending a New Year's text. Storm Runner. The cloud crystal jelly crystal map. This is a pretty decent one. I still have yet to get the last burn this one, so that'll definitely be frustrating. I think actually it's not so much the berry itself. It's just a setup to get to it. The last time we have to throw the jellyfish to the left to make it go above this this air current, and you have to like meet it upwards as well, bouncing off that heart. I don't like that. That's not very fun. But it's also a very small part of the map, so I'm not gonna count it against it just yet. It's decent. It's pretty good. Some of the cloud crystal followed by the ultras are pretty tough. And some of the throwing I gotta do, especially with one room we gotta like throw the jellyfish, we catch the jellyfish and throw it backwards, I think, as well. And like a very small little corridor. I didn't like that part all that much. But as a whole, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Actually, I should probably put a floating point above core problem, but Stormwater probably go I'll put you right here. Yeah, I think that's appropriate. The style kind of like square circle makes a slow purgatory. A giant skyscraper, and every section is named after a certain noble gas? That's interesting. That's kind of interesting. Where's the gas aspect mixed into the square circle and slower purgatory stuff? Like, where's the gas sort of fit into all of that? I'm curious. That's a fun concept. I like that. Time Trouble. This is the time teleportation map. Not gonna lie, it's kind of similar to the way the time aspect works in Sands of Time, but it's also not nearly as egregious in terms of its figuring out what to do. The timing that takes for you to collect the crystal and then teleport back to that time crystal is a little bit weird. Like, it's not a stopping time crystal as it is a time teleport crystal. It's decent. I liked it. It's kind of there. Do I like it as much as Stormrunner? Definitely. I don't think I do. So I think you go like low B tier. Like low B tier. I'll put you right here. But look how I've got my Hypnagogia. This is just purely a practicing of Dream Hypers and Ultras. That's about it. Nothing else going for it. So yeah, and therefore it's not really like fun as it is just like a really good practice. So I think you deserve C tier. So I'm gonna put you probably I'm putting you above Hydroshock because it's definitely not as frustrating as Hydroshock. So I think I'm gonna go with right here. I think that's appropriate. Right here, below Sorry Ruins. First circle and sword purgatory gets sort of neonish. Neon tubes pass electric currents through noble gases. Oh, interesting. Okay. So like, you're gonna use the neon tube to square a circle and use that as like a way to pass the gases through it. Oh, interesting. Okay, that makes sense. I like that. All right, Ethereal Ascension, aka the headache map, because holy shit, this song is an ear sore. Oh no. On top of that, though, the reverse jelly lantern gameplay, while you get used to it over time, it is extremely awkward. The visuals are pretty, though. I'll give it that, though. So, I'm gonna put you, like, the visuals alone are definitely better than something you'll see later on, but I'm also subscribing to the mindset where I'm putting stuff I feel more passionately for that has problems that I have problems with above stuff that I feel nothing about. So I'm prioritizing that a little bit. So I'm putting Ethereal Ascension probably bring it here. Yeah, going here. Vindiculum. The ligament style map. I like the swampy I like the swampy background and the creepy song. I like also like the drums as well that sort of pick up in the middle of the song as well. It gives like a very sort of like heart rate inducing feel, like something bad's gonna happen to you. Nothing bad actually does happen to you really, but I like the song picking up as well when you get to the final room. It's fun in that regard. It has this is the jelly the jelly smuggle gameplay, which is it's pretty fun. I liked it. I like the atmosphere a lot. So I think probably you go do you deserve A tier? I don't know if you do. Cause I like you more than a lot of the stuff than all the stuff though, personally. Um I'll put you below infiltration. Let's go with that. Yeah, high B tier. Gotta make this level, dude. Oh yeah, 100%. Go for it. Go for it. That sounds like a very fun idea. If gameplay style like Neon could be precision gameplay, while Archon could be a bunch of wave dashes. Oh, neat. That's neat. I like that. Mosaic Garden. Also, I have no idea why the sticker looks like that because I see there's the crystals are a very small part of the map as a whole, so it makes it kind of weird to know like what sticker this represents. But that's beside the point. That's a very nitpicky thing. Doesn't impact the map at all in itself. It's just a sticker that's kind of weird. But Mosaic Garden. This is the super intense input heavy expert map, along with all the expert level reverses and ultras and the Kevin bashing. It's satisfying. The song's really good too. Also a very, very short map too, which is why it's a yellow and not a red map, even though like it has a red level gameplay. A very, very funny last buried though, I will say that. So I think you go. Actually, I'm gonna put Subway Neon below a bunch of stuff too. Now think about it. Yeah, put you here, and then Mosaic Garden should go. I'll put you here. I'm going with here. Yeah. The finale of Panther level. What's the finale? Oh, the grand finale is you turning off all the lights to clear light pollution. Look at the stars. Oh, I like that. That's a fun ending. Yeah. I think of like what the stars should look like something that comes out of Strawberry Jam, maybe. Like maybe combine some aspects from the end of Expert Lobby and Advanced Hard Side, maybe, because they're both outer space themed, maybe. Everyone think that something terrible happened while just looking at the stars. Yeah. Oh no, I caused a gas leak, but look at the pretty stars. Lunar Pagoda. Oh, the concept is so fucking good. I would say that the decoration, the decoration and gameplay are really good, but this is really literally ripped off from another game entirely. But it's a very fun inspiration though. I absolutely love the different ways you mess with time in this aspect, because you don't freeze everything when you select a time crystal, the time coin. You freeze only certain objects, whether that be yourself, different moving blocks, different random things. And also they make you invincible if you're selected too, which makes it a very fun thing to figure out, like what you can clip through, what you can't. It's very warping that regard. And plus you can climb waterfalls. You can literally climb waterfalls. That's so cool. So yeah, S tier for sure. Definitely S tier. So I think you probably personally the gameplay is tough to figure out at first as well, but once you get the basics down, like I said with some of the maps, it's so good. I think you go above here, above Sonic Usurper. It's that good. Hello, Starlight Eve AU. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. We're here. We're at the Strawberry 10 tier list right now, at long last. Yeah. Oh yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's a fun idea. You have to share it. Caber Conversion, honestly, more fun than I thought it would be, considering it's a jumpless map. Plus, the song kind of slaps too. I like quite a bit. So I'm gonna put you, if your roster just grew such size, I tell someone. Oh yeah, definitely. Thanks for sharing it. Really appreciate it. Caper Conversion. What do I think of you? How good is this compared to everything else though? Like the fact it gets such a restriction like that, the fact that you have no jumps makes the figuring out pretty fun. The fact that you have to like slide off of a very small surface to regain your dash back, it's fun. The spring castles are pretty fun too. Plus, there is that one berry room that's just like entirely buffered spring castle, which was very hard for me to do it when I was getting that berry a while, like a week ago. The what's your damage tier list? I forgot. Yeah, that'll be a time. Also, should somebody I'm still being A tier? I don't know. It's good, but it's also like it doesn't really compare with anything else in A tier personally. Vertigo above YouTube. And above Vinculum. Actually, not above. Caber Conversion. When you hear it, I think that's a pretty good spot. Mubble map. Madeline the Bubble. This is a very good experience. I liked it quite a bit. The game became way harder when you added Theo to the last two rooms. Oh yeah, 100%. But I will say, my only real problem with this map is that if you don't go in the exact speed, the bubble timing to jump off the bubbles, it changes a lot, which makes it a little bit RNG in that aspect, because you don't really know exactly how fast you're supposed to go at certain times. It's not that much of a problem in like some of the early rooms, but in like the Theo rooms, for example, it becomes an issue, especially in the Mubble flag. Personally, I feel like in an S-shade list, everything would be A or S or A. Yeah, I get that. A lot of maps are really good. They're all so well made. Even though I put a lot of these maps like in D2, for example, the level of craft and love that goes into all of these as well. Pretty for a passion. I'm not even sure like if anyone's really getting paid for any of this. This is just 90% because this game is so good, and people have really good ideas to share. And they all deliver in different aspects, even if I didn't like some of them. I appreciate like ambitious fail attempts way more than stuff that's like just safe, you know. Anyway, where did I put? Oh yeah, Madeline the Bubble. Where did I rank Bubble? It's good. It's pretty good. I liked it. The music is really pretty though. I like the violin. The music is very solid. I like the fish ultras as well that you had to do as well. That's pretty fun. I think probably you go right here, and then Subway Neon should probably go in B. Just because A tier is looking a little bit bloated as of now. So I don't feel as strongly for Subway Neon as I do for these other maps. So I'm gonna put you right here. Do I like you a little more than Vinculum? I don't know if I do. Let's go with here. Let's go with here, and then right side down cavern goes below here. Yeah, that's good. Except, I don't even know why. I don't even know why. That's Narrow Hollow is Z tier. Ah, okay. Sorry to hear that, honestly. We're getting to that though. We're definitely getting to that pretty soon though, so you'll have to hear my thoughts as well. See a second no, there's not. That's whatever. Typing is hard. Words are hard. I get that. I ain't judging you for that. I'm not gonna be like, ah, you're so fucking stupid. You made a minor grammatical error. How dare you? You're dumb and stupid. I'm not gonna be like that. But yeah, that's where I make that. That's appropriate. Alright, Complex. Complex. Very, very good. Very satisfying. I love the music. The music's such a bop. Gameplay is, for the most part, really, really fun. Visuals are very cool, too, with the constantly changing colors as you go through each room. It's very fun. Very, very fun, chromatic experience. I think it go just below means contraptions for me. I think that it's like, I think maybe Golden Alley should probably go in A tier. Actually, I'll stick with low S for now. Fortress Fall, very pretty autumn vibes. I liked it quite a lot. I like the decoration with the castle and stuff like that. The neutral jump heavy aspects though, it's a tough experience. Definitely, it's a very tough experience playing for the very first time for sure. My hand cramped multiple times with that. Just pointing out to rotation field proof. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I didn't get that vibe. You're all good. Fortress Fall. Where do I rank thee? Could you make a bit of a pause before we get into GM maps, like 15 seconds? Wait, what do you mean? You're trying to what are you trying to do? I don't know if I wanna. I don't know if I need to pause. What are you planning on doing with the GM maps? I'm actually really curious. Something, okay. I'm actually curious. You'll see. All right, I'll play along. Why not? Fortress Fall. Fortress Fall, Schmortress Fall. I think you're definitely way better than. I think you're definitely better than Subway Neon and Infiltration. I think you should go back into low A tier. Yeah. Yeah, definitely like low A tier at the bare minimum, at the most. I think. Actually, no, high B. Yeah, let's go with that. PK Psychokinetic. This is by far the hardest expert map, in my opinion. I had such a brutal, terrible time with it. I just lost my goddamn mind. Because the fast inputs you have to do to mimic Grandmaster level gameplay, it makes it so hard. I literally got to the point where I had to do like whole runs of entire rooms after the first input because I just had to do it. My hands got so cramped as well. I can only play for like an hour a day. It was bad. But past that though, I think that if you're good at the fast level gameplay, it's satisfying as fuck. I get that. I totally get that. The setups, some of the timings though, if you're not quite fast enough, you do get fucked over pretty easily though, I will say. I definitely really love the visuals with the pretty trippy mushrooms, and the music is a bop as well. I also love the love the Easter egg with the the Shrek rap as well. It's very fun. So in terms of its craft level, it's definitely like above some stuff for sure. I'm gonna put you right here. I think it's appropriate. Kutara! I love Kutara. Kutara is so pretty. I like the visuals of Kutara honestly more than Paint. I'm gonna be for real. Actually, do I? I don't know. It's kind of the same. The gameplay is also really good too. The boosted blocks and the ultras to music as well. Well, I love most of the music. It gets a little bit, it gets kind of repetitive over time, I think. Plus, I think that the flute in the song, it gets ever so slightly grating for me. So it's not quite as strong as it could have been. But for the stuff it does right, it does really, really right. I think that, I'm gonna put you right here. Yeah, I think that's appropriate. Actually, no. I'll put you right here. Yeah, that's better. Alright, you're gonna have to... Alright, Starlet. I'm talking about Narrow Hollow now. Hear me. Hear my opinion. Narrow Hollow was decent. That's my opinion. I also am kind of proud of this one personally because I thought that I couldn't do this in one stream, but I pushed through it being in one stream. I'm happy with that. I've been less than 3 hours, and I'm happy with myself for that. Other than that, it was alright. The fact that you had to like slow down your jump to, it's like a reverse facing jump to fit through the pixel perfect gaps. It was pretty decent. I will say the song is very unfitting for the environment that you're in. The fact that you have to go through like very like tight corridors, a very small amount of room to wiggle through, but the song is just so like over the top is very funny. So I think for that you deserve right here, like mid B tier. All right, that's my thing. All right, I'm drinking this water so fast right now. Holy shit! I lost my big water bottle like a couple days ago, so I'm very sad about that. Some downside. What experience this was. I definitely like this map more than the average person because I actually liked getting over it. I'm kind of a sadist in that regard. I'm kind of a masochist in that regard, but I liked it. The song is very dramatic, but I fucking love the song to death. While it definitely was a very tough experience for me physically to get through this map, and I did look up like the solution to part of the map as well. So I kind of sad in that regard, but I also would take way longer to figure out what to do. I didn't want to risk like the falling down all that much. I watched video just so I can like actually make progress in terms of getting over the mountain, if you will. I fell down a bunch as well, which was tough, but each time I fell down, I got back up to where I left off in like 2 minutes, which I'm very happy about. So yeah, for the stuff it does right, it does so well. I love the song. Its gameplay is, while I wouldn't say it's definitely not forgiving to Celeste, but that's what makes it so good. I love it's getting over a challenge. It's definitely not for everyone though. I definitely get that. It's a very niche enjoyment. If you like getting over it as much as me, you'll love 7 Downside. But if you don't get over it, then this map will give you like bomb in the barrel. I don't blame you for that though. Definitely S tier though. I definitely like it. It definitely very evokes a lot of what was that? I thought I heard a glitch. It evokes a lot of passion within me for sure. I think you deserve mid S. There you go. I think that's very fitting. All right, Polaris. Polaris is very, very good. Very cool. The music as well. I'm gonna talk about the music a lot because I think music is a very important part of my experience with a lot of video games and stuff like that, like GD and Celeste. It's like essentially, it does sort of it sort of shares a lot of beats from Ultraviolet and Solar Express. Very same artist too, so I definitely get that. I like this one. I like this one quite a bit. Definitely one of the harder maps in Expert. Definitely far from peak difficulty in my opinion. It combines jellyfish and the throat and the fish bowls as well, so made for like a very cool combination in my opinion. I love the wintry tundra you're going through. It's very sad. It's very pretty. I think I like it quite a bit. Plus, it was my last extra map, so it holds a very special place in my part for me personally. Favorite OST by far. It's very good. I like quite a bit. It's not like top. It's definitely not like the like top 5 or 10, but it is very good. So I think Polaris goes top of A tier. Right here, I think that's appropriate. I'm gonna be a little bit of a sneaky and put Tree Hive like probably maybe even below Loopy Lagoon. Yeah, I'll go with that. Alright, I think that may change my opinion now. Tree Hive is the weakest B map. But it's still very good because it's an A tier, so that means it's very good. Alright, here we go. Expert Heartside. This was such a magical experience for me for the first time playing it. The song, the build-up is so fucking good. For me, for a while, I thought this was the best Heartside and my best video game experience as a whole. So but I think that when replaying it, some of the gameplay is a little bit hard to get around to again. So it definitely isn't like peak as much as like some of the other maps are, but it is very high up. And plus the ending is fucking gorgeous as well. The guitar, the little guitar, the guitar that comes in when you're at the heart screen is so good. So I think you are. There you go, just above paint. I think that's appropriate. Alright, here's your pause. Alright. You serious? Okay, fine. Why? 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 The gods smite your mic for cheating death. What do you mean? I didn't cheat death at all! I beat Grandmaster fair and square. Fuck you. You could... No, I did. I beat Grandmasters. I don't deserve this punishment at all. I thought it was something cool. This is just lame. It's just lame. Can I just reject it, honestly? You had your chance to do it during any other Grandmaster Lobby stream. Did you come to any of my Grandmaster Lobby streams? No, you didn't. You had your chance to do it then. You kind of lost your chance at this point, Buccarino. Plus, this is gonna be in a highlights video probably, so I don't want to do this. You're a 3 for me. I mean, that's fair. That's fair, yeah. But you're here now, though, so... I don't know. I feel like because New Year, that's fair, yeah. I'm still probably not gonna do the funny mic, though. You know, I'll compromise. Just you wait. But yeah, yeah, I'll refund. Give me a sec. I'll refund the points, but I'll do a little compromise. Just you wait. Where is it? Where is it? Where's the funny mic? There it is. Reject. There we go. Complete all. Actually, I prefer just complete all of my requests right now. Perfect. Shit. Hold on, I have one more thing to go through. Alright, all my requests are done. Okay, cool. Alright, Grandmaster! Grandmaster! Here we go! Flip side to cliffside. I found this to be pretty difficult for me. I really do love the deserty atmosphere, and I love the song, the way it's sort of chill, but then it sort of builds up a little more. It's still like a chill time, but it's also like it builds up a little bit more, I think. This has corner kicks, which I struggled with quite a lot when I first did them. I can see why it's a green map, because the corner kicks are like they're not too bad. No Jerry Dash, no dance. This is my tier list stream, so you have to wait on that whenever I do GD again. I don't even know when. But yeah, Flipside Cliffside, it does a lot of stuff really, really well. And plus the Cruxberry is so good. I tried doing it at first because I thought, you know what, it's a green map. How hard could it be? But it's just so much harder to me than I thought it was as well. Grandmaster. Flipside Cliffside. I have yet to get all the Grandmaster berries, so it'll be a while before that happens. I'm probably just gonna do it on my own. But when I get, I'm making the Cruxberry the very last berry in Strawberry Jam that I get. It's gonna be so good. How do you get a transparent profile picture? What do you mean transparent profile picture? You're talking about what are you referring to? Are you referring to oh, probably because the PNG probably because it's a PNG. Twitch PPP. Yeah, it's a PNG. Here's a funny lore of that, by the way. I didn't draw that. I just searched Derpy Ninja on Google. It says my profile picture for everything, and I just stuck with that since. I got it from a random online Garphone style game from someone who drew it in like 2012. I don't know who they are, but I don't know what they're doing in life, but I hope they're doing well, knowing that I'm using this profile picture as my main thing for a while. I love that. It's like an old online Garphone style game, I think. Alright, what was I gonna say? Flip like this side. It's not B tier. I think that you should go, right here. I think this is appropriate. Low A. Alright, Lava Lair, my first Grandmaster map in general. I like the navigation through the sort of Bowser-esque Kaizo Mario layout, with the giant moving blocks that are timed, so you have to like sort of wait around and time your inputs. It's satisfying. I liked it quite a bit. I definitely, anyone who's beaten the base game of Celeste, in theory, could beat this map without any other education on the text, because this map is just tight timings. That's all it is. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think Lava Lair should go. Right here. I think it's pretty good. Kevin Text Spam.bin. I will say though, I had a very fun experience with most of the gameplay. Most of the gameplay is like S tier, but there's just one room kind of dragged it down for me, and it was like the last room. So it dragged it from like low S to like top of A personally. Plus the song is such a bop too. It's so good. Kevin Text Spam, where do I rank the? I'll put you right over, right here. That's pretty good. Fractured Iridescence! This is the Chained Ultra map. And I think this is definitely easier than Sound Kinetic personally. This is easier than Sound Kinetic. I like the giant crystals you get to bash around and you get to destroy with your ultra timings. So it's pretty so it's visually cool in that aspect. I liked it quite a bit. You own 5% of Yord? What do you mean technically? I'm curious about the logistics behind that though. Because I was there right after yours created in that server. It was fun. Fracture your dance, where should you go though? I liked it more than Lava Layer personally. So I think you'll probably go right here. I think actually no, I'll put you like I feel very similar about these two maps. So yeah, I think this is pretty good. Superluminary. We're gonna lose steam right now, but we're near the end, so let's keep pushing on forward. Your came from a guard from a common game when you draw 2 lines while Yori drew the rest. Oh, so that's fun. I know where your came from. I know it came from Garlic Phone, but it's fun that it came from the common mode where you get to add stuff on. I like that. You say Miss Jim and Chess Flag but GG. Thank you. Thank you for the GG. That was I beat it also so fast as well. Like I beat it only 3 hours as opposed to Flag 2, which would be 8. So that was fun to beat it that quickly, I guess. I'm a little bit disappointed that I beat it that quickly, though, honestly, because I kind of wish that the anticipation built up a little bit more. Like I felt way more passionate about Flag 2 completion than Flag 1, even though Flag 1 I was building up to like so much to the point. Also, I wasn't home alone when I beat Flag 1, so I kept my reaction down a little bit more, I think. But yeah. Let's get deleted after copying the image, so you're only 2 missing lines from Yord. Ah. So you lost the stock rights then, huh? I see. So you lost the company rights to Yord. Anyway, Superluminary. What I was gonna say was, this is the Super Dash map, which, why is it called Super Dash when there's already a move called Super Dash when that isn't curved? It should be called Curve Dash, but anyway. The swap between the chill like lab setting and the super like intense visual change and the remix style, it's a very strong change. I like how fast you go with the timings here, and I will say the timings of the curved ultras and the snake ultras they're intense for sure. You feel good when you're good in it. Why isn't SCS and Z tier? Well, it's backward S, so it's that backward Z, so I guess it's like that. I will say though, the music in the remix is like, it's a bit grating at first. Like when you first hear it first, like the hard dubstep, it's not for me personally, but as it goes along, it gets better. Like the melody comes back and it gets better in that aspect. So I think A tier is appropriate because of its intensity and stuff like that. So I think you go... Right here. Just below PK. Alright, Belly the Beast. My first Grandmaster Theo map. So... Belly the Beast. I thought it was a pretty good map. The first room was tough to figure out for sure, but I liked it. This is definitely the most B tier map in existence for me, for sure. I liked it better. I liked it more to go through it than Lava Layer and Fracture Iridescence, in my opinion. So I think you go right here. Do I put Call the Void above these guys? Yeah, I'll put you right here. Alright, CMB! CMB! This map was very brutal for me. I had a fun time. I had a decently fun time figuring out my unique routing, but also made it much more difficult to figure out at the same time because you got to figure out your own route. I didn't look at a video at all. So I didn't copy anyone else's route. So this is my playthrough is entirely unique, So I appreciate that aspect. It felt satisfying to play through it to figure out everything, but it was definitely like a toss-up in terms of the timing, like because one small mess up of your route could fuck you up for life in a particular run. So also, holy shit, the last room was it was something, all right, with the constant. I also really I gotta say though, I do love the effort that went behind the cycle patterns, because I think they're like based off of like mathematic equations or something like that, which is very, very cool. I appreciate that much. So it's visually very interesting to see like where these little dust bunnies go on their particular routes. But as a playthrough, I don't know where to rank this. I don't know. I feel more passionate about CMB as compared to Ability Beast, but you know what? I think you're gonna go here. I think this is appropriate. Crimson Sky, biggest waste opportunity in my fucking life, because when the song gets to its most bombastic, its most intense, the visuals somehow get kind of worse, and it's over like one room. I'm not a fan of that personally, but I like the precision aspect of it though. I really do wish that they expand the story more, because you consider like investigate like a cult of the Crimson Sky, which is it's a fun concept. I kind of wish that you kind of like, what if it was like a boss that gets like some evil priest or something like that? I don't know. It could have done something more than what they had so far. So I think that it sort of falls flat in some aspects. So I can't put it any higher than like low B tier. I really can't. Or do I even put you C tier? I don't know. Like, I like the precision gameplay. I like the gameplay quite a bit. But in other aspects, it's also kind of just bleh. I'll put you right here. I think it's appropriate. Drifting Deep. Drifting Deep. I like this map a lot. This was very fun to play through. I love the sweeping music. I love the purple caverns to go through. I also really love just how freaking long the rooms are. It makes it for a pretty fun time. I liked it quite a bit. I think this is A tier. I like this map quite a lot. There's nothing in particular that's like particularly like innovative or anything like that, other than the fact that the rooms are super long. I imagine it's very not fun to play through a Deathless though, because the rooms are long and there's some jank involved too, particularly with the spectre gameplay as well. But I think you probably go. Let's go with that. Yeah, I think it's good. World Abyss, the routing puzzle map, based off of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, which I didn't find out until I watched Parrot's video on their gameplay of World Abyss in their highlights video, because I finally watched through all of Parrot Dash's videos on the Strawberry Jam, just right after I finished Grandmaster Lobby. So World Abyss. I will say the music and the atmosphere, the trippy island rotations in the background, make it for a very surreal experience. I love the presentation quite a lot. Some of the gameplay is a bit questionable though, especially the first actual room. But the routing you figure out alone makes it a very satisfying experience. I did look up a solution for pretty much the entirety of the last room, because I was just kind of done with the map as a whole for me, and I just didn't have any more brain power to figure anything out. So, but that's probably a me issue more than anything else. So I think you go at least in high 8s here. Yeah, I'll put you here, low S. Good. Stellar Odyssey! This was a surprisingly fun time. I was going into it expecting not expecting much, but the gameplay was very, very fun. I liked it quite a lot. Even the last room, which I beat very quickly. I think the fact that I enjoyed the last room so was probably because I beat it in only 2.5 hours, as opposed to other people who took way longer than that. Yeah. You're so lucky to beat the last room so fast. I know! I fluked everything. I fluked the quarter boost and everything else. I think I've only passed the Theo back boost ultra 4 times. With the 4th time being the completion. I don't know how I did it so quickly. I just got cracked. You hate Odyssey because of the final. I get that. I totally get that. It's a massive difficulty spike. But as a whole, I really liked the song. I liked its sort of like discordant nature. But I like this one aspect where it's like that part's so good. But yeah, this honestly, it was a very fun time. I like the second break though. The second break can fuck off though. So probably above Drifting Deep. I think above Drifting Deep personally. Maybe Put Out of Everything should go a bit higher. Touch of Everything is kind of underrated. Or that, yeah. Switch to Vista a bit below too. Let's go with that, yeah. Alright. 74! This was a time, alright. This was my very first red map, and I chose a tough one because this goes all out on corner kicks, and I just couldn't do with them. They were just so freaking hard to me. But once I passed the first room, it became not quite as bad. There were a couple of pretty easy rooms after that, but then there's some really, really hard ones. Especially the final room. The final room it took me 3 hours, and it was very hard, but I enjoyed myself. I definitely enjoyed the map a lot more when I was at the final room for sure. Even though it was so hard. 74. It doesn't do anything in terms of like anything like crazy in terms of visuals or music because it's literally just base game vanilla stuff. I think B tier makes sense. Put you here. Yeah, I think here makes sense. Shatter Song, my beloved. It's so good. What can I even say about Shatter Song other than that the music is peak? The music is absolutely peak. I'm normally like not a big fan of the beat block maps like Synapse and I mean Cassette Clips was an exception because it's pretty easy. But Shatter Song does so much with its music and the beats with its unique weird time signatures. It's just so fucking good. The gameplay was a little bit frustrating in some aspects because of the precision of the cassette boosts, I think. But it doesn't like hold it down that much. So I think Shatter Song definitely goes very high up because of its ambition and its execution as a whole. I have yet to get the berries, but I can't wait. They're gonna be so good, I think. Shatter Song should go where? I think below Pink. Yeah, just below Pink. Watch out. Which of the other 3 maps would you recommend? Shatter Song, Summoner, Cell Odyssey? Shang for last. Yeah, I'd say so. Summit's the hardest out of the 3 for sure. I think Star Odyssey is the easiest out of the 3. Actually, no, is it? Where did I rank Sarah Odyssey? Because Sarah Odyssey's difficulty is entirely carried by the final room. Otherwise, most of the Odyssey is like pretty standard, like low yellow GM. But then the final one kicks it up to like high red. That was a hard red for you. Ah, interesting. I didn't get into berry. I only got 2 berries in Center Odyssey, so I don't really know for sure. I definitely want to do. I never want to do a full clear, but not full clear, but definitely doing like the rest of the regular rooms, like the rest of berries and the nice view room. I want to do the nice. I want to do the nice view so badly though. It seems very very satisfying. Yeah, I think that's about appropriate. Summit, 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 summit. I didn't expect much going into this for sure. This is definitely very hard though. I did look up videos for a lot of the rooms just because I didn't want to have to deal with like some weird obscure tech like the Dorner boosts and stuff like that, which I didn't really have any idea of like what to do until I watched a video of it. But I love the Seapot Berry. Seapot Berry is like one of my most meaningful experiences as a Strawberry Gem because of how hard that berry is. I did full clear summit, so I'm very proud of that for sure. Um, the only map with a different song playing. Damn. Damn, the Stellar Odyssey song, hey, damn. But yeah, nah, it's valid. It's valid. It's kind of a weird song in general, but I liked it quite a bit. Um, Definitely, if you don't like playing it, does the song kind of get you? I can get that. I have a hard time ranking Summit though. I'm having a really hard time with that. The gameplay was very, very hard though. Very, very difficult. I'm not sure whether I enjoyed the difficulty of this one or whether it was just hard. I don't know. So I think personally that you go above Vinculum. Yeah, I think that's about right. Yeah, I think that's about right. I love the berries in this map though. The maps, the berries were very, very tough, but I enjoy myself thoroughly. Ivory. I wish I could love Ivory, but I just can't. The back boost, the multiple in a row, I just did not like at all. It was very unfun. And plus, the song, even though it's a banger when you first hear it, it becomes such a chore to listen to when you're on the rooms for hours on end. I can't rank it high. I really can. I really can't. Um, I love the island design and the pretty shiny colors though. That's pretty neat. But this is my least favorite Strawberry Gem, Grandmaster map of Strawberry Gem. It was not fun. So then again, it's definitely not boring like these guys down here. It's definitely not. So um like my experience is bottom of the barrel for me, but um oh my god, I have to restart already. Holy shit. I didn't realize an hour late pass. Holy shit. Um Ivory, where the fuck do I rank? Do I be mean and put you in D tier or not? I don't know. Actually, no, I'm putting Super into stars down here, and then Tower is also kind of lame, so I'm putting you Azure Cameras can stay in C tier, I guess though. Do I though? It sucks to put Ivory in D, but that's kind of how it kind of has to be. Is the skill issue on my end? Oh yeah. But is that enough for me to put in D tier? I'm gonna go above Azure Cameras, I guess. I don't know. Okay, actually, Because these are all just whatever maps. These are all just whatever maps to me. But definitely Ether Ascension is definitely better than Ivory, without a doubt. So it's like a strong, distinct difference between these two right here. Alright. I'm sticking with that. I'm going with that. Pumber! I love Pumber. Pinball Purgatory was very satisfying time for me. There were definitely 2 rooms that I spent way too long on and thus didn't like my time playing them, and that being Pursuit and the final one. But Pumber was very satisfying. Pumber was just such a bop. And plus the songs are bop, the neon visuals are a bop. The gameplay was also a bop as well. I really like the gameplay, figuring that stuff out. I definitely am Pumber carried because I did not have as much of a tough time with this as I did with other crack maps. I really did. Even though technically this took me 2 hours longer than Ivory, my time with this was just so much easier mentally. And plus physically as well. It just wasn't nearly physically demanding, which is why I think this is the easiest crack map out of the bunch. I've been playing Geometry Dash for many years, so I definitely have my experience here with like timing, like tight timings. So I think personally that Pumber should go either low S or high A. Maybe I should put Golden Alleyway in. I'll put Golden Alleyway actually in right here. I think I'm still above Kevin Texpam is appropriate. Alright. Solar Motherfucking Express. This was my final Strawberry Gem map before the hard side, and it was an experience and a half. I had such a hard time with this physically, sometimes mentally too. I spent a couple of my longest rooms in Strawberry Gem were in this map right here. A couple of them, which is saying a lot because there's other maps that took many hours as well. Especially Miser's Warren, Halcyon Promenade. Those took so long, and they were so tough in my hands physically that it would just make the experience just very difficult mentally. That being said, though, the glorious star sun background, the fact that it's like pulsating in the night as well, the pretty train as visuals as well, the random routes you just go through that have nothing in them, but they're just there anyway because why not? I love that. Plus, it's a very long story as well, where Madeline has to deal with a bunch of these like douchebag star people and stuff like that. So it's a very like in-depth story as well, where Madeline's just having to deal with all this stuff. Deluxe is peak. I definitely agree with that. So it's gotta go like near the top though. It just gotta. I think it's better than I think I gotta put you above the lab. I just gotta. But above Clockwork, a Square Circle? Actually, no. Is Square Circle better than Solar Express? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna cook with Solar Express as second place for now. Yeah, I'm going with that. All right, Nalumbo. Unlike Ivory, which is also a fast map, this one is a complete opposite experience. I had such a fun time with Nalumbo. Like, holy shit. Even though one room kind of sucked, everything else was just so satisfying because the timings were just so much better to get used to. The fact that they're all buffered timings, more or less, makes it a lot easier to figure out what the timings are, and therefore it made it such a better experience for me. I think Nalumbo is also S tier, but I think, where should I put this in comparison, though? I think Nalumbo, it's not as peak as these other maps, personally. Actually, I'm putting Forest Rush below Nalumbo. I'm going with that. Yeah. Nalumbo S tier. Yeah. Nalumbo still your beloved. Yeah, nice. All right. Okay. All right. Is there even any other question? Is there even anything else that you said? This is the peak of Strawberry Gem right here. This is the peak right here. It doesn't get better than this. whilst most of the gameplay is like, it's really, really good, the final flag, in comparison, the presentation, the execution, the song change, it goes like, it goes above here. It goes right here straight away. Like holy shit, it's not even a contest. Sure, Clockwork's gameplay is really, really fun. It's like the best gameplay overall. The presentation of Pantheon just eclipses so much else. It eclipses everything else in here. Like holy fucking shit. Like it is just that phenomenal. Like it brings the gameplay from the execution of Final Flag alone, the music, it brings like an 8 out of 10 gameplay experience to so far beyond. You doing say some stuff? Yeah, sure. Say your stuff. Share your stuff. Actually, my top 10 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This version is really backloaded, can be easy spoiled compared to EHS. EHS any menu crying like GM and the insanely easy Flag 3 all the way was kind of sad. Yeah, I can kind of get that. Yeah, Flag 3 of GMHS was a little bit of an easy fest. I can kind of get why, because it's a break before the final one, but at the same time, they could have made the screen easily twice as long as shit. It would have been fucking fine. I think the music progression in Pantheon is like the best out of everything in Strawberry Jam, personally. Like, sure, I think probably Star Supernova's maybe build music pickup is like a little bit more clean. Pantheon's peak is absolutely above anything else in Strawberry Jam. It makes me, it's probably one of my favorite gaming experiences as a whole. Like, it is just so phenomenal. I'll download this now, I think. Pantheon's mental illness. Yeah. Yeah, the fact that you get closer to this massive storm and this massive freaking storm in the end of Patch for Pantheon, with the music and the 10-8 time signature is just so good. The background being sunset to night sunrise so peak. Oh yeah, I love that. The background's amazing too. And also, I was listening to like a metal cover. It's like a medley of all the Grandmaster Lobby songs. It's so good. It's like 60 minutes long, and it's so fucking good. Maybe actually, I'll probably put Expert Heartside right here. I'll put it right here. Or 5. With Reverend Time Editing. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, it's so good. How long does it take to beat GMHS? 41 hours. 41 hours and 36 minutes, I believe. I also want I want him to also make like a medley of the Expert Lobby too, because Expert Lobby also has really good stuff. That's 6. What am I doing? 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that's a pretty solid top 10 right there. Holy shit, what a journey this whole Strawberry Gem journey was. Holy shit. 2 years ago was when we got our my friends and I got Strawberry Gem for the very first time, and we played through a lot of beginner lobby. And then I moved on to finish lobby while they're doing other stuff. The fact that now 2 years, or more than 2 years later, almost 3 years later, holy shit, having finally beaten every single map is something I never would have thought would have happened. If you told me like 2 years ago that I'd be doing Grandmaster Lobby, I definitely would have believed you. That probably would have convinced me to not do Grandmaster Lobby as a whole. just change fabric of history. I don't know, but yeah. Strawberry Gem is just such a triumph in terms of its collaboration. The fact that so many people got together and made these amazing little projects, these little artistic ambitions and visions for really cool stuff that pushed the limits of that really utilized the modding capabilities of this game. The fact that you used so many different unique visual styles, gameplay mechanics throughout all over 100 of these maps were just so well done. This is kind of why I love indie stuff in general as well. It's just you really it feels like I'm getting a more concentrated raw look at the visions behind the creative works of the people who made them. Because I definitely know I might be giving too much flack to more popular big studio games, stuff like that. I'm not saying they can't have visions like that, but it just feels like the most popular games out there are just bloated due to popularity, nothing else. Then again, I'm probably comparing apples to oranges. Like I'm comparing fucking Fortnite to this game, for example. But in terms of the love that fan communities of very good games that already have, or things that are already very good games in general, can do for stuff like this, just makes it so much better. I mean, content of Strawberry Gem alone is 1,000,000 times more massive than base game ever was, which is insane. Same thing with Undertale and Deltarune as well. Like the fan communities as well. In terms of like their output of fan-made like songs, mods, art, it's just so good. What's your could be someone's S tier? Oh yeah, 100%. Like this isn't just my opinion as well. Like people can put like every single map in S tier, and I wouldn't even like. I would barely question it. I would barely question it at all. But yeah, this was just such a super experience to finally have this tier list done at long last. I'm not sure whether to upload the full VOD or whether to make this a highlights video or not either. But something will be done with this. Something will be done with this for sure. Because I want to share my opinions with the world. Like, upload to a different place and just see what people think of that, stuff like that. Because I know that probably my biggest hot take is probably that I loved Dropsol and I hated Midnight Spire, so... So yeah, that's just my personal ranking of every Strawberry Gem map. This was such a fun experience. I really enjoyed talking about it. Yes, my throat did get sore pretty quickly, but then again, I got used to it pretty quickly. I'm not used to talking for this long because I definitely stumbled my words quite a bit as well. So yeah, this was a very fun experience for me. What am I gonna do now? I got an idea. Oh, I have an idea. Hold And before I head out, I'm gonna do one little last thing right here as a compromise. Alright, that's about it. Okay. That's my compromise. I just felt like doing that. I just felt like doing that, because why not? Because I'm able to do Misery? I don't fucking know. That's a Misery song? It was a Misery song! That's a little bit of a send-off, kind of like Concert for You. But yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's crazy that SJ can be finished. It looks like unsurmountable attacks, a love letter to community. It's a love letter. That's what this is. It's a love letter to community. Then I'll never run out. At least what you can try to beat in the intermediate hard side tells the player, hey, you finished all the money mass. You 100% the game. Why don't you try something a little bit harder? And if you do, and then you keep climbing until you realize there's nothing left. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I did like I'm not sure what's next. I really don't know what's next for me in terms of like my next sort of major my next major project in terms of gaming and stuff like that, because I'm done with the projects. I also just uploaded all of the Sorry Soon Screen videos on my YouTube, my main YouTube channel, just so you can like at least watch them. Because I worked very hard on all those videos as well. Music translation. There's a couple of I have a couple of options in terms of like other mods as well. Like I want to try out Glyph, for example. I heard Galley collabs are really good. There's like Galley collab, crossover collab as well. And yes, I will try What's Your Damage eventually. Oh, also there's that in one of the collabs there's a map that involves golfing, so I want to try that out too. I don't know when. I'm just taking a massive fucking break from hard games right now because yesterday I just forgot to have dinner and just played 3 hours of Baba's You, and that was a very fun time. And in that 3 hours, I made a lot more progress than I did in the last time I played, which I'm pretty happy about. Is it gonna take that long? It's so easy. Okay, I'll try it out. I'm not sure whether I'll stream or not, but I'll definitely try it out for sure. In terms of streaming, I don't know what my next plan is. Because I've been trying Jarvis Dashes again, just every now and then. Like, I've done a practice run of like an extreme demon I want to be, for example, that I want to be eventually, and I just get bored. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be playing hard Jarvis Dash shuffles. I really don't know. Like, I know I want to be Plasma Boss Finality. I know I really want to beat that one day, very soon. But other than that, there's a couple other ones I want to do as well. Definitely other red berries than SJ for sure. Definitely want to finish it out. I want the final red berry and strawberry gem to be the crux berry, because that'll have like a very fitting end. I think that'll be cool. I think. Yeah, that is my final ranking of the strawberry jam levels. Will my opinions change in a week? Oh fuck yeah. But yeah, it'll be very good to finish out the Cruxberry once everything else is done. But that'll take a long while. It's gonna take months to reach that point, because I didn't get most of the Grandmaster berries because I didn't want to finish it because they were just way too hard for me. Rainbow berry in Grandmaster? Fuck no. Fuck no. I'm not doing Rainbow berry in Grandmaster. I'll be in the slice. I'm not doing that. Because that's way too hard for me. But yeah, I think that about does it. Let's figure out who to rate now, I think. Thank you all for watching, though. I really, really appreciate it. tier list is finally done. Don't know when I'll stream next. Hopefully pretty soon. With whatever was gonna be next. I definitely want to take a break though. I definitely want to take a break from streaming as a whole, and just see what I'll enjoy next. Maybe I'll end up streaming Hollow Knight one day, because I never played Hollow Knight. That'd be pretty fun. I get the rainbow berry, get GM golden berry. Nah, I'm not going. I'm not touching it with a 10-mile pole. All right. Who's doing a cool thing? Oh, you could. You got some. Just a couple people. That's the first time Celeste players here. Ooh, 12-hour stream for New Year's. So you're doing paint. Wait, is this paint or flag 2 or flag 1? The other people.
I thought I left a patch there. That's my bad.
Yeah, the Undertale music playing is very fitting to this end right now.
Huzzah again. Okay. Do you remember Shanks?
You know, real way fell short, right, Jim? Or not? To share experiences, I guess. It's it is tossable. I'm not denying that, but would it be worth it for me though? Likely not. I don't want to end up hitting flag 1. I really don't. Or flag 7. So yeah, let's just raid you. Yeah. Be nice, be awesome, be cool. And yeah. Hope y'all have a very good New Year wherever it is for you right now, because New Year's going to be happening in 1 hour for me from right now. So yeah, whether it's New Year's for you already, whether it's going to be New Year's for you in a couple hours, regardless, I hope you all have a very nice and relaxing time. And set some New Year's aspirations, not goals, aspirations, inspirations, just so you can see where you can try it out, see if it's worth it for you. But yeah, Happy New Year. Y'all are cool, y'all are epic, and I will see y'all again very, very soon for whatever the fuck's gonna be next to me. Because this whole arc is done. I haven't streamed Java Dash in well over a year, so maybe that'll return again very soon, but there could be other games I could play as well. So yeah, I'm just trying to keep things open. Keep things open and a little light for me. Because games are hard, because these games are hard. I kinda need a break from hard games after a while. But yeah, regardless, hope you all have a very good rest of the year, good New Year this year, and I hope you all have a very good rest of your day as well. I'm stumbling, but yeah, bye.
I have ended up learning Twisted Tranquility